Hello everybody, today we're going to do some techniques in chess to help you win, and also some good techniques just to get a better chance to win. Also, the horse, some people don't do this, but for me, I'm going to do the horse on here and the bishop on here. That's how normal chess rules are. Okay, you're white, so you go first, and the king is on the opposite of their color. Okay, so let's just say first they want to move right. No, you move first. So you move right up here, because see this bishop, it's gonna go up to here, so it can help kill the king. Okay, so let's say they move right here. Now, what you're gonna do, you're gonna move to here, from here all the way up to there, and then they might move here. No, they might move here, right? And then you'll be like, okay, they move there, and then you can move right here, and then whatever move they do, they can't stop you. So let's say they can't move this one, because they'll be in check and checkmate. And if they move anywhere else, I'm just going to take this, and then look, if the king kills here, the bishop will take the king. If the king's gone, the game is over. So that's one technique. Okay, now let's put the pieces back in their right places. Okay, now for the second technique, you can be white or black for this. This is a technique to help you win in chess. You don't have to do it always, but it's just a cool technique you can do. If you move in a pattern to here, let's say they move here, you move up here, they move here, you move up here. Now, I think you can start to see the pattern I'm doing. If this pawn here kills him, he'll be gone. And like, even if a bishop came in here, if it killed this one, it would be gone by the other one. So we'll leave that there. Now let's keep doing the pattern and just do random moves of black, like what black would do. And oh yeah, let's just move that there then, and we'll move this up here. Another move for black, you move there. Another move for black, and you move here. So that is the pattern right there. It's a good pattern to help, because the only way they can actually get in is if they kill one of your pieces. There's two good ways to get in here, basically. The only two good ways to get in is to come in with your bishop, but two of the spots, or one of the spots, you'll be killed if you go in with your bishop. That's one of the ways to get in. Another way is just to kill the pawns in both of them, not just one. So a way to get in is sacrifice your pawn, then this one will be killed, but then there'll be an open space right down here. Then you'll get your horse, but you could get the horse, or you could check the king from up there. So now let's look at another technique. Put the pieces back in their right spot. by the way, horses are the only thing that can jump over pieces like this. You can move to there if you don't know the rules of chess properly. Okay, now the next technique is to get, it's basically just horses. You can move them wherever, but try to get somewhere where they can get the king. You move there, they could move here. You move there, they move here. They could you just keep forking loads of people, and yeah. You can also, like, if you move here, that pawn can't move anywhere. You could stay there, so it can't get a queen if there was if the game's nearly over. And there, let's just say all that there's a space all there. You can leave your horse there, and the pawn can't get it. And if this pawn tried to go there, the horse would move out of the way and go here. So even if this pawn did end up, it would go here, so it didn't get killed. And if this pawn moved to here, the horse would kill it, even if it meant sacrificing itself, because that pawn was going to become a queen. Okay, now some techniques for black. Okay, some techniques for black in chess. It's harder when you're black because you don't move first. If you move first, you have a better chance to win. So this is going to be one of the last techniques you can do. There's going to be 2 more. Okay, so for black, okay, let's flip the board around. Okay, now for black, there are some techniques you can do. Okay, now, wait, white goes first. They could try to do the formula of checkmate that I showed you, but there is a counter to it. So let's just say they try to do the formula of checkmate that I showed you in the start of the video. They move here, then you move, let's say, here, which isn't the best move to do, but you'll see what I'm doing. Then you can move over to here. This is the place you go. You move to here, and then after that, you might move. Yeah, you could move to here, which is the perfect counter for it. So even if the queen moves there, first of all, now there's no pawn there, so it will basically just be killed by this bishop. This bishop's blocked. If it kills that, it will be killed by the queen, and the king is protected. So that's a way to counter the form of checkmate. So this is going to be, that was a way to counter the form of checkmate. Now 2 techniques you can use with black. There's one, it's just the same one. You go like this. That's just the same technique I showed you, but just using black. You can do that. Or you can do this technique if white moves and then you move and then it keeps going. Anyway, if you move up here, they move here, you move up here, and then you move here. If you get 2 castles like straight on the field, it's really easy to take out loads of things. Like, how do I explain? You can move to here, and then here, and then up here, and then let's say white's done this, this, and this, or something. Now, what you can do, you can move to here, kill that, and then the king's in check. The king could move to here, to there, or if it does, and it tries to kill the castle, it will be protected by this one. Now, if a queen blocks it, it will kill the queen. Then the bishop will be there, and the king could kill it. If the king kills it, it's check, so it can't kill it. So Ready? Kill that. If the king kills it, it will be check. And so the bishop has to kill it. And then after the bishop kills it, it'll go like this, hit here, and then the king will be in check. The king could kill that, but now the king's out in the open, and its queen and its bishop are gone. And it will be more out in the open. Better move for you. If someone tries to do this to you, you can move to here to counter that move. Okay, now there's one more move I want to show you. Well, first of all, yeah. Well, one more thing I want to show you. It's not really a move or anything, but I'm just going to go over the basic rules of chess. Like the basic rules and also the things you can do. So, ready? If you haven't moved your king or castle and both of these are gone, you can go like this and move your king to here and your castle to here. This is called castling, and your king will be behind your castle right here, and it will be basically protected even more. Okay, now, if the rules are that a castle can move forward, like back and sideways, and it can't jump over things. A bishop can move diagonal on whatever square it starts on. So if it starts on a white square, it can move diagonal on the white squares. Or if it started on a black square, it could move diagonal on the black squares. Now, horse, it can jump over things. It can only go in L shapes. You can't do, if you're like, oh look, this is a little L, you can't do that. You can only do L's like this. It can be in any direction. So if I put the horse here, it could move to 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 here, or it could move to there. And horses, let's just say these pawns are all lined up in an L shape, and then the horse goes to here. It only kills the pawn at the end, or whatever it is at the end. It doesn't kill every one of these. That would just be too overpowered. So, yes. Okay. Now, and by the way, guys, I know I did these drawing videos. Okay. Anyway. So, the king, it's the most important piece in the game. If it gets killed, every player gets killed. Like, it's literally holding up every player, and they need to protect him, or they're gonna die too. So, he can move one square in any direction, or like, he could move the king. If it was here, it could move here, 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 or here, if I'm here. And if there's a castle here, it's a better choice instead of to try to kill it, or you could kill it, but if there's something behind it, move to here, so it has a hard time getting you. A queen is one of the best pieces. The king's worth 50 points. The horse is worth 3 points. The castle is worth 2 points. The bishop's worth 3 points. The king's worth 50 points. The pawns are all worth 1 point. The queen is worth 10 points. The queen can move any amount of squares in any direction. The only thing it can't do is can't jump over pieces. Same with the king. Now, one of the last things is a pawn. A pawn might seem really silly, and not that good, but let's just move out this area. A pawn, it can move 2 squares on the first go. On the second go, it can only move 1 square, and the third and fourth, and so on. If something's in front of it, that's the silly part about it. You can't do anything unless you die, or you just can't do anything at all. It's just going to be stuck there for the rest of the game, or until that piece moves. So now, see here, if anything's here, it doesn't have to be a king, but if anything's diagonal of it, it can move, it could kill it. And yeah, so, but yeah, you can kill it. And also, another rule about chess is if in professional chess, if the king accidentally gets knocked over, you forfeit the game. You're forced to. That's just a fact about chess. But not in little chess, normal chess. So if a pawn can't move backwards, which is really silly. Every other piece in the game can move backwards in whatever shape or line. Like a castle would move backwards in a line, a bishop would move backwards diagonally, you know what I mean? If a pawn gets to the end, it can get a queen, and if there's no queens and you already still have your queen, you flip this over, you flip a castle over, or get one of these guys, but a white one, and you flip the white castle over. And if there's, let's just say your castle's here but there's no queen here, you want the queen when you trade your pawn in, queen. Or if you don't want to do that, that's also can be used as a queen. This checker piece or tic-tac-toe, and then you have double chance of winning. And just to clarify, if you're playing a chess game and you get the other person's king, you've definitely won, because every single piece on the chessboard, every single piece on the chessboard, all combined with both sides, is 140. The king's worth 50, and that's more than entire side, except without the king, that would just be 20. 20 points for everything but the king. Or it can be a bit more if you're changing the rules. Okay guys, I think this is going to be the end of my first video with, tips and techniques on games. I'll also do some other games. It might be different board games or video games. Yeah. Now we are going to pack the board up.